there are actually 4 teams eligible for Hard Knocks next year, right? So those 4 teams: New York Jets, you got the Chicago Bears, you got the New Orleans Saints, and you got the Washington Commanders. Of those 4 teams, guys, who would you like to see on
I know
the
who I
next
don't
series
want to
of
see.
Hard Knocks?
Who you don't want to see?
I don't want to see the Commanders. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Nobody. No. I think the best. I think the best would be the Jets, obviously, especially when Aaron Rodgers gets there. Everyone's gonna want to know what's going on behind the scenes. Are they doing ayahuasca in the locker room? Like, are they doing darkness retreats in the off season?
Do they have a dark room?
Is everyone going up to the Catskills and sleeping in teepees and stuff like that? Like, we want to know what's going on behind the scenes. That's obviously going to be the most entertaining. I don't think the Saints is anything spectacular that anyone's really going to want to see. I don't think, the Bears might be interesting. But I think, obviously, out of the 4 of those lists, the winner's the Jets.
This is one of the, down times in my career. Not down times. What's the word I'm looking for? This is one, and not a regret. I guess I wish I had an opportunity to do Hard Knocks. I always want to do Hard Knocks.
Yes.
I always want to do Hard Knocks.
Should have been played for the Cowboys. We've been on there like 17 times.
I know. I mean, it's a bad place to be in because if you're on Hard Knocks, that means you're not a really good team, right? You're never.
That's not necessarily true.
That is.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have been at Hard Knocks when we were winning.
I know. No.
That's the way it's normally set up.
The way it's set up, it's like the bottom half of the NFL. It's like if you're obligated to be in that pool where they pick from if you're like the last 8 in the NFL. Like, you have to. And so, like, if you look over the last 10 years who's participating in Hard Knocks, it's not the teams that are coming off of a Super Bowl or the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Buffalo Bills.
But is it always losing
the New
teams,
England
though?
Patriots?
I thought sometimes it was middle of the ground teams.
You never seen the New England Patriots?
Yeah.
What about the Baltimore Ravens? What about the Pittsburgh Steelers? Right. You don't see really good teams doing Hard Knock.
Why is that, though?
Would you say the Steelers are a really good team to the point that they shouldn't be in Hard Knocks?
Because, listen, again, going back to the discussion that we had earlier around the new CBA for the NBA CBA, it's a media business, right? So the NFL and these owners understand how powerful Hard Knocks is. It's one of the most legendary shows around our game. Mm-hmm. So they want to keep it going, but teams can elect to be out of it. So they basically got together and put rules around it. It's like, look, if you're a terrible team, you have no say, right? Like, if you're at the bottom half of our league, you're in the discussion every single year. So the teams that can opt out are the teams that are really good. Nobody wants to be involved in that. Like, not real football people don't want to be involved in that. Why? Like, it's a distraction. Mm-hmm. That's what we do every single day. Every single day, the job of the head coach and everyone around is to eliminate the distractions. That's why you see these athletes and coaches give these vanilla answers. Like, nobody wants to deal with the media. So now there's going to be cameras in our locker room, in our fucking cafeteria, in our meeting rooms 24/7. That's too intimate. Everything changed. It alters the whole chemistry and the whole approach to how we do our business.
Guys who are normally, aren't talkative, all of a sudden dancing in the middle of the locker room, like putting on a show for the cameras.
and those guys get called out quickly, or guys that usually are talkative, they run away. They're like, I'm not participating in this, right? So what was the question? Which team would you like to see next on Hard Knocks? I would love to see. I actually love it, and I think things are changing. I think teams now understand that media and embracing it to the highest level is important. So I actually want to see the Jets. So I'm with you, Ash. I want to see the Jets. There's
you
a lot
worried
of
that
story on Sauce Gardner.
If the Jets were on Hard Knocks, though, it would put a additional spotlight on a team that already was going to have a immensely bright spotlight. They play in New York. They play in New Jersey. They deal with the New York, New Jersey media, so that's one spotlight. You have one of the biggest acquisitions ever. Aaron Rodgers now is your quarterback, or soon to be quarterback. speaking after this already happens, is at the helm. That marriage between him and Green Bay went south.
I love it. I'm with you.
Now, he did his Pat McAfee interview, so all eyes are... Now it's an additional spotlight because they're going to have cameras everywhere that they go. You're going to hear every... do you think they even want that added attention?
Yeah, absolutely. This is New York. Sorry,
It's
Jersey.
New Jersey.
I like it. I mean, I think Woody wants the attention. Woody loves the attention.
But would you think it's smart attention to have?
Yeah, I think it's all about how the coach and the organization controls it, right? And like you said, those players or coaches that's doing too much, you got to get them in line.